As is our custom, we ask an outstanding graduate to respond on behalf of the class of 2015. And this afternoon, we're pleased to have E.J. Williams as your responder. E.J. is completing his Bachelor of Science degree in Electrical Engineering. I invite you to read about his terrific Purdue career in your commencement program on page 19. Please welcome E.J. Williams.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. It is an honor to speak with you all on this momentous day. And I must say, I never would have imagined President Daniels would be the one introducing me to this crowd. Thank you for that. It seems like ages ago, but I still remember sitting in my very first ECE class when the professor walked in wearing a wizard's robe and carrying a large staff. He slowly made his way to the middle of the room, raised his staff, and proclaimed to all his students, "You shall not pass," in classic Lord of the Rings fashion. Now, most professors do not say it out loud, but I'm sure the majority of you have felt this way towards the relentlessly challenging classes you've taken so that you can be sitting here today. Well, I'm happy to say we did it. We pulled through, and during the late night study sessions, last-minute homework assignments, never-ending projects, and worst of all, those pesky 7:30 a.m. labs where you're not sure if you're mixing chemicals for a Chem 115 experiment, or you're still dreaming about finishing your Baltimore Zoo at Harry's. Whatever challenges may have crossed our paths in the past few years, we were all sitting here today in our own wizard's robes responding, "We passed." Passed the exams, passed the quizzes, and passed the projects. Now, all of us can say that we earned a degree from one of our nation's top universities. We are officially and undeniably Boilermakers. So what words of guidance and inspiration do I have for all of you today? I could touch on the traditional carpe diem topics or give the common achieving your dreams speech. However, we all already know that we can accomplish pretty much anything we set our minds to. We all already have, right? We'll be walking out of these doors with that little piece of paper that proves we already reached for the stars and we already accomplished at least one of our dreams. So I'm not worried that every single one of you out there can do the same after moving into your next phase in life. Boilermakers always seem to have that perfect balance of ambition, ability, and ingenuity to succeed in anything they do. So instead, I would like to talk to you about something just as important as achieving your dreams, and that is finding your passion. We now have the skills to work just about anywhere on anything that suits our fancy. So where should we work? What should we do with this exceptional education that we've received? What impact should we make in our community, in our nation, or in the world? These are all monumental questions to be asking at this point in our lives. And if you're anything like me, you have absolutely no idea what the answers are. At the time I was writing this speech a few weeks ago, I still had no job or specific plan after graduation. Still don't. However, I did know one thing. I wanted to make a difference and have a purpose in everything I do. Whether it is the job I work or the activities and hobbies I take up, I hope that these aspects always define my life. In a quote from Steve Jobs, he urges us to have the courage to follow our heart and intuition. They somehow already know what we truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. So I ask, where does your heart lead you? How will you pursue it? At Purdue, we see passionate students all over campus. They raise millions of dollars for children's hospitals and cancer research, travel abroad in South America or Africa to build houses and medical resources, or meet with local underprivileged youth as mentors and friends. We see the impact of passionate students all over campus every day. The biggest challenge we will all face as we start the next chapter in our lives is to figure out how we can continue to have this positive impact on our community, and better yet, scale it up to a level that is truly deserving of the title difference maker. We all have the ability to change the world, whether that world is for a single person, a group of people, or an entire community. I say to you, find your passion, pursue it, and make your life meaningful, spreading black and gold across the world. But for today, as we continue with the graduation festivities, I urge you all to do one simple thing. Remember the moments. Remember the exciting times freshman year when everything was so new and so thrilling. Remember the hard times when you stayed up late studying and working away. Remember the happy times when we beat IU in basketball, twice. Or had a snow day in the middle of winter. And lastly, remember those sad times that brought you closer to your friends and shaped who you are today. Now it is time for us to begin the lives outside of Purdue. We have the skills, we have the experience, and we definitely have the passion. I have no doubt that wherever life takes us, we will strive to be the best we can be, because deep down, we will always remain Boilermakers, proud, resilient, and strong. We are and will always be ever grateful and ever true. Thank you for the incredible memories. Boiler up and hail Purdue.